Sen starting on the attack side here. It's an early net thrown out, and Leave going to take first contact. It's Jork, though. Able to fell Narrate very early on, and the response, of course, is to get a barrier down. This could be circumvented. John heads over the top, and it's really just him who's gotten past this.
He is fully committed. That is crazy. The G2 flank is so quick behind them, but
too fast.
It might not even matter, honestly.
Sky Smoke's going to be in the way, but Trent will be able to see above it. Bang, no, takes contact, finishes him off. That wall's still in the way. It's awkward. And Bang can now fall back. In the post plan, it's Valen and Jonah, two of the hot shots for G2 last week. It's NRG, absolutely stellar. And getting into this match.
How could they possibly do anything against this crossfire? It's just going to be way too effective. Sen clean that up with ease.
Trent here needs to watch over towards Showers, and a Paint Shells would look to dig Leaf out of that corner. The spray comes straight through Triple and picks up the deadlock.
I'm kind of mad how much damage Sen are doing long range right now with the Stingers. These are not the ideal fights you want to take, and yet somehow they've taken down two players. They've got Trent low on HP, but this is another miserable angle. Honestly, Jonah doesn't this long range should be able to pick them apart.
He's waiting for someone to blink first, and Leaf, one of the less armored players, out of the picture now. That's a deadlock, unavailable. No wall to slow things up further. Trent awkwardly set out in the open, and bang, deals him a death blow instantly.
Jaws now got the operator. Gonna be a value here, second over the top.
Okay, is eventually fell by Jonah P there. Orbital strike over towards Triple. Narrate's going to take that position up, and Jonah was going to be in trouble either way. But Leaf has found himself two out of fence. Now going for the annihilation. Narrate's able to catch on the jaw, but Leaf can lock it down. And Zelsa's eventually will descend into Shelove's lair. Narrate, though, has got a timing. Surely Bang should be able to hold his ground here, and he does. The Viper's been instrumental, and now Narrate steps up. A little bit wayward. Jonah knocked low, but Narrate now might need to rely on Bang, and he delivers at least one. Trent, no time to work with, he knows it. Has to sheepishly back away from the spike and won't get out alive. It's Sen. Bang's getting some serious penetration over towards the B side, though. He might catch Trent on the rotate. It's an open here, a TP play at the disposal of Sentinels, but they're staying at A. They stick it there as well.
Yeah, they go for a relatively safe plan, and Leaf is able to get that first. Bit of a spray through smoke, instant trade.
Okay, Narrate caught in the grab net, though, and Jonah's able to find him. Zelsis doesn't need to overextend from this spot, but Jaw is inside Shower.
And one of the problems is Bang is still miles away. He has to get here in time to help Zekin.
He's been sprinting. Paint Shells here. Valen just teases that out. There's also a snake bite on the spike. Zekin's got to be wary. Bang in trouble. Jaw's able to trade him out. Now Zekin will fall.
Jaw's just ready to throw out a flash for his teammates again. Narrate is working towards short, just hoping that someone is going to show themselves on that A side. Okay, yep, G2 moment.
He was looking for it.
That's a G2 moment.
Leaf got to be spotted out here, actually affected by that.
And Leaf is trying to entrench himself here over towards Lamps. He's going to have support from Trent back sight. Can he catch a timing?
Oh, ugly. Okay, Leaf's able to get away with it, though. He's stacked up with Trent inside Lamps here. And Zekin's ready for a backstab attempt. It's going to be Trent winning it out. Over on that Lamp side now, the options are getting limited for Sentinels. They've got to make a play here, but Jonah is a problem. Another Sheriff pick. Down to Zelsis and Narrate, and they're just caught milling about the sites. A full capitulation for Sentinels there.
Second time they've been ecoed in this half by G2, and more than anything, it's come down to good positional play from G2. You could feel it getting dangerous.
Might be a pop here out of Hookah straight off the rip. Better weapons for G2. Sen already down to an awkward buy in this last round of the half, but the Buck is pretty well appointed in that position.
Just didn't have an opportunity to actually click the mouse one more time. Probably would have gotten that kill on Jonah. Zekin had a showstopper that's not even going to be able to be used in this half. Maybe going to start with Narrate.
I'll handle this.
That was the B-side gate crash faked. It does pull G2 out to have a look and confirm.
Alan wants to get in back sight. Oh no, he's being botted!
That is so rude. Narrate, though, caught inside the vestiges of the dimensional drifts. It takes some team damage, and then from the molly as well. Awkward stuff, but he's in and on the site. That's the most important part. Eventually, G2 getting cleared out. Valen determined to give it a cat of himself here and not give this space up for free. Now has to walk into the fight. It tears Bang's head off.
Oh my god, and he just gets out of there, waiting for his teammate. Valen is playing this so intelligently.
And there's no plant still. Zelsis doesn't have the space. Nice shot here on the Leafs direction, and Valen knew that Zekin will be taking the fight to him, and Josh found another timing. He just, just moves out of Lamps at his own opportunity. And there's no reprisal, there's no trade. It is so hard for Sen to get a defuse here, and he's going to keep popping out, taking a shot, gets another one. That is whack-a-mole on hard mode. They do have the flash to work with. Oh dear. That's a molly that wasn't blocked. Yeah. That's going to give them the hot foot and force SEN to disperse away from the spike for the time being. Battles on a little angle, maybe even a timing over the top here. John able to find one, narrates, rifle chimes in. John has been marked. They can just sort of try and take a swing on this step. Maybe just force John off the side, and yeah. It's another save here for Sentinels, and they are very quickly losing their grip on this game.
I believe fully covered up, so we'll have an opportunity to pop out that right side just in case, but he wants to go forward.
Leaf is watching this. Obviously, we can hear the sonic sense, and narrates able to win out against Jonah and flash himself out of that smoke, if I'm not mistaken, and Zelsis is slowing things down from Hookah.
Both SEN players are just isolated little mini games right now. Zelsis, that timing.
Oh, he's a rat. Baron shot in the back as well. Won't be given a chance to escape, and that spike is out in the open. Trent with nothing to do.
Here's that dimensional drift that Jaw got on a prior round. Zekin wants to avoid being caught in the grab net this time, and he does it.
That's a very nerdy grab net. Set up, there's Narrate. That takes Trent out of the equation here. No Teho on deck. Okay, flash out of the smoke again for Jaw. Oh, man. Oh, that's a problem.
They're able to circumvent all of that. Able to get into showers, even Nightfall.
A lot of good Nightfall. Yeah, two players now. They know there's some heavy presence over towards the Lamb's direction, but Narrate loses out there as he comes out of deep drift. And Jaw, feet planted inside Lambs, impossible to clear until John finally carves him out with the operator. But that's SEN now down to 2 players. 4 up for G2, and Zelsis has to go looking for something, an edge to find. It's the Tehu off the map. Spots Leaf as the smoke clears, but it's not enough. And it's like he's not missed a day of regulation play.
Site taken for free.
There's Lee, top mid, finds himself 2. He's off to the races already. And that dirty stage wall blocks off the spawn side of A, so G2 get into that site for free.
But Jonah should have a teammate to assist, surely right now, fully isolated.
And Jordan doesn't quite have the timing, but the swing is good. He finds 2 with the frenzy. And chalk up, get another pistol round here for G2. No one does it like they do. Aftershock here as Leaf will stay entrenched. Time to scratch his nose even, clearly. Not enough pressure being applied to him. There's the tinkle, there's the shot. Bang's head ripped off, but it's up to Zelsis now. Tough situation to get yourself out of, down to 8. And Leaf can bide his time. Knows he doesn't need to do much more than that. And the Headhunter has its prize.
A-main faking that they could be pushing up there. SEN want to respond by going into mid. They've been funneled into that trap.
Curiosity killed the cat, Wyatt.
Dealt with easily at long range.
And it's the fake of pressure at A that gets them curious at top mid.
Exactly. You two have absolutely warned them on this round. Oh, what's happening, man? No. Massive in this situation. Zekin gets across the gap. Heard, and now it's a nice little fault line. Doesn't catch on the Jaw, though. He's big chilling. Able to quick up Link now. We'll see a rendezvous off the spot there for Leaf. Awkward place for that shorter to go to work, but Trent now needs some backup. 4 bullets in the chamber. Not enough to fell Narrate, but he and Zelsis are low as it gets. And Leaf capitalizes. Now they're all 1v1. John v Leaf. Leaf with the advantage now. Happy to tease this out. Just wants to bait out a shot.
Oh, man, he's dirty.
Bang just needs to live right now. Just delay if he can. Be a nuisance.
Okay, Aftershock to play off. A great fault line set up there for Zelsis, and Bang's done well. He's played his life. Eventually he's got to give it up, but it's a player advantage here for Sentinels now as a Nightfall comes in for the defender side. And Zekin may have a timing here. Getting caught off as he goes around the corner. Valen too sharp from there, and John picks up where he left off. It's on Professor P. And 2 low health targets in between him and around Win. They're stacked up, but he's playing this to perfection! Couldn't ask for much more!
All of SEN are getting here, though. The breach is backside. Both initiators now. Narrate in tow.
The backstab for Bang could be huge here. Coming in through lobby. Jaw's not ready for it, but he's given an opportunity. Bang has his knife out. Nothing he can do in that spot. What a freebie, man. Okay.
For a second, went to his point of view, and I'll be honest, I didn't even know what I was looking at. I'm like, what part of the map is this? Oh, there's a stage on top of him. What the hell?
Still that top mid control. Goes over to G2.
And Zelsis not going to have any opportunity to shoot those players in the back, but Narrate is in the perfect position.
I like a little res action. Valen back, and that normally happens after a Sage res, if I'm honest. Tour de Force, though, is a bit of an issue.
Smoke's being cycled towards Bobus, and need to take their time breaking that wall and Leaf.
I told you.
Catches Bang exposed.
Might be another one here as well. If this is just a straight swing from Zelsis, he might... What? There it is! That's Leaf's second with that ultimate. It's on John. Valen healthy. Leaf, of course, with the ultimate and a judge to work with. Up comes the Mastermind. It's a 1v2, and Leaf puts in the bed.
good weapons for this range.
They're going to play up a Prowler here from Link, most likely. Oh, E3 damage on Celsius there. Bang actually not ready to capitalize. Jaw gets across somehow in a box. Oh, bang! Down by a right click. This is starting to get to be a bit of an issue. Jaw needs to find a way out of this box, and he'll be caught out here by this relay vault, but no one from SEN is going to be able to dive in there and dig him out. All dealt with. There's Narrate. Sees Jaw come up. He's shut down. Trent though found one with the classic make it two. Narrate's got to go big here. Trent for 3 in the round. Surely not. Absolutely ridiculous showing though. Time not quite on the side of G2.
They're grouped up in B main for the hit. There are only 20 seconds left on the clock. Here comes that rolling thunder. Jonah wants to stop things. He's getting in through the smoke.
The slow orb though is still a factor. Bang's having a TP pass it on. This gives Jonah enough time to spray his wayward. It's ham-fisted, but it catches second regardless. Got stall potential's been massive. Jonah here might just take the fight. Yeah, he walks out of the smoke. It's a little bit ugly, I won't lie.
Zelsis and John are just isolated in market, but Narrate's in backside.
No! Why does he not get it? Bella comes to the rescue. A massive fumble there for Narrate. That could cost them dearly. Jonah, though, sharp for it. This time he's given a second lease on life, and he doesn't waste it. Zelsis known and noted with that mark on him. With 10 seconds left, there's nothing for him to do. He'd like to extricate himself, I think, with his gun intact and take another from Valen here, but that's all he's going to be able to do. This is going to see SEN go to a pretty ugly bye in round number 19, folks. I think he's got the scent of blood in his nostrils. Trent tries to find a timing. Ooh, guys, the spacing. That's a bit to be desired. And now neural theft will be active. A res hit. Jonah might have to swing off this. Yeah, he has to. That'll be the round here for G2. He is set up to disrupt, to push both from Link and from Spawn. This is probably the best spot for the breach to be in. Here comes a rolling thunder, but Jaw's already won the fight on the bank. Now it's a timer for SEN. Not just a spike, detonation, but of course that wrap from the backside. Jaw's still active now, caught out as he tries to get onto the side. The timing's not there, a little staggered out as Bang sends another one back in. 4 kills to the Guardian. Jaw is not in that backstab position at all. So they're going to have to divvy themselves up here between Link and Spawn side and try and make a fight of it. Second loses out. Jaw has the backup he needs, and Valen just stops Celsius instantly. Bang now definitely starting to feel the pressure, and I would too. Slow orb in the way. It's going to make backup from elbow. Harder to come by. And Jaw finds his third. Not even the Mastermind can stop G2 now. And they've wrapped it up, folks. Top seed, heading into our grand finals. It's going to go a heck of a long way, and Leaf is looking better than ever.
They are so good. Their understanding of the game and the pace is just fantastic.